Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be working on double crop soybeans a little bit here this morning, or well, this afternoon, and then hopefully this evening we're going to be switching back over to corn. We just had these 70 acres here behind us. I had to get knocked out while the combine's already sitting up here, so we're doing that, and then that'll finish us up in this area. And then we'll get heading south, working on corn and beans down there. Dad's getting pretty close on finishing up beans, so we'll just be working on corn. About 900 acres of corn yet to go, so today is November 6th, so not doing too bad. But once we get down south, we can get in some big fields and get moving. It helps a lot when the combines are both in the same area, because we can bring trucks to one spot and not up here and down there, and so it makes it a lot easier when you don't have a bunch of truck drivers. So anyways, I'm dropping these trucks off and get headed back. All right, we got this truck loaded last night, so we're gonna be dropping this one off and taking this one back home. So just figured I'd get this switched over this morning. I don't think we can run quite yet. Still damp, so still dew on the ground, so probably about lunchtime we'll be able to run here. All right, well, we've been working on this seeder today, trying to get this thing calibrated. It's finally going. I'm working on the section control because it's not wanting to come on right. I think I've got it basically fixed now, but it was wanting to skip some, so I'm trying to get that going, but I think it's better. So there's on and off times on this thing, and it's all ran through the monitor, so it's got a nice robust plug, and so it's got section control, so it'll shut off when we get to the end, but it wasn't coming on fast enough, so I'm trying to work that out. But everything else seems to be working pretty good. Got a screen here, shows a rate, everything like that. So the fan speed is not wanting to work right now, but it is on. So I'm a grain cart driver today as well too, for myself. I'm like parking the grain cart, loading, doing that kind of thing. All right, I'm gonna need two hands now. All right, I'm running around. I got started on this other field here, loading the trucks through the woods over there. Came from that field, and so I'm running around, bringing my grain cart over here now. No, nobody's in the combine. It's me. All right, well anyways, I'm gonna jump back in the combine, unload this. I got 17 acres here. I got 2 laps around it, so we should be getting pretty close to being done here. I got Papaw going on the seeder with the Salford down there, so he's running that after I got it all set up. So he's doing that, then he'll help me move back to the farm, and we're gonna keep on cutting double crops because they're ready, and it's November 6th, so if we can get these double crops done the next couple days before it rains again, that would be great. And don't mind my dirty window. Sometimes we get into these chunky beans. They're kind of wet, and then they like to hang on in the tank. This might be a beater here. I might have to get out, beat them down. I don't know. They might fall. I don't know. They're trying to get out. Yeah, we're gonna get in here and knock a couple of these down so we don't cause any issues. All right, we're going now. We do have a little bit of a breeze, so that's nice. But about down here, we got 12.5 acres done, so just 17 here, and then we're gonna be moving back to the farm. All right, we're on the road, moving back. Papaw's got the head in front of me. We're heading back to the main farm. We gotta go a couple miles across town And then we gotta come back and get the grain cart. Should all fit on the truck that's there. So we'll have 2 trucks and a grain cart out there that we'll have to get. So we'll come back and get some of that tonight and probably some of it tomorrow. It just depends on how many people we can find. All right, we got the combine back and now we're back for the grain cart. And then Bob took the 1 truck, so all we got left is 1 truck, so we'll have to get that tomorrow. But not a big deal. So we're getting everything moved back. We're gonna run the beans. We probably got probably 80 acres there at the farm we gotta run of double crops, so shouldn't take us too long. Pretty big field, so should be able to move along pretty good tomorrow. All right, we're out here this morning running the Salford. I'm trying to work on some settings and stuff. Getting it set a little bit better than it was yesterday. Wasn't doing a bad job, but had to do some stuff in the computer with the section control again. I think I've got it figured out now. I think I had the implement length set a little bit wrong, and so I changed it to where the implement is only like a foot long or something, because it's actually needs to go by the seeder and not the actual Salford. So I wasn't thinking about that, so I think I got that set now. And then I dropped the wings in a few turns, trying to get some more weight down on those wings and level the machine out a little bit. It's made a difference. It's doing a pretty good job now. Getting these hills, the 8430 needs some more weight on her. It's got the power, just needs a little bit more traction. But not doing too bad overall. And I was messing with some alarm systems on the rate. It was at 10%, and every time it dropped to 19, it would start beeping at you, and then you have to clear it off the screen. So I changed it to 15% deviation from the actual rate, and that seems to be quieting it down a little bit. We got to dodge these holes here, just slow down. But it's doing a pretty good job for soybean stubble. It's about what we want it to look like back there. So a little bit of dirt showing. Cover crop spitting out here. I don't know if you can see it. Yeah, you can. Coming out of all the little spreaders on the front. So overall, I'm liking this Valmar seeder. A lot better than having to pull 2 implements with the rolling basket behind and everything like that. Alright, now I've been working on the section control even more, and I finally got figured out why it was not working properly. So the seeder that we mounted on here, I mean, it can be mounted kind of however you want, but this side that we have towards us is actually supposed to be the back of the seeder, which it doesn't really matter until you get into section control, because we have it flipped around opposite. Because the hoses come out the front, it just made more sense to mount it this way. Well, anyways, so section 1 and section 2 are opposite of what they need to be because it's flipped around. So I had to flip the wires on section 1 and section 2 clutches, because there's 2 sections on this thing, so it'll shut off half. But then I did not realize that that there are 2 speed sensors for the meters on each under each hopper. So I had to switch those, which sounds a lot easier than it is because we got it so tight on there, but I got it done, so now it works pretty good. Still having a little bit of trouble. The turn on, turn off settings are not wanting to save for me, so I had to figure something out there, but it's definitely a lot better than it was, because it was shutting off the opposite side that needed to in a point row, so it was missing like crazy. All right, we're back in the combine now, running double crops. These are doing real good down here in the bottom. Out there in the middle, they're doing pretty good. The end rows are kind of bad, but deer like to eat them up, so anyways, Colton's kind of driving the grain cart around for me today. That way I don't have to run around as much. Didn't have school today because it's election day, so Dad's running beans as well down south, so he's on one of the last fields of full season beans, 90 there, and then another 50, and then that'll be it for the full seasons. And then hopefully I can get this all done tonight. Making pretty good progress here, rolling 4.5 mile an hour. Sample seems to be doing pretty good today. Once you get into the wet spots, it's not very good because the pods, they like to get in the tank, but other than that, where they're dry, they're doing pretty good. All right, well, we got 77 acres done, which finishes up the double crops here at the main farm. So I did not think we were gonna get those done, but Colton kept me moving. I never stopped from the time we started at like 2:30. It is 7 o'clock right now, so got the head off there, and I'm gonna run this down to the farm. I'm gonna clean it off real quick, run it down to the farm, get some fuel. Colton's putting fuel in the grain cart right now, so we're gonna try to get everything ready to move tomorrow. We got 100 acres up here towards Lanesville of double crops. Try to get those done. I think that's the plan. So if I could get those done, that would be great, because that would finish out the double crops. And they got started down there on a 90-acre field today of full season beans. And then after that, it's just 50 acres. And that's it for soybeans. So it's good to have soybeans done, especially with the weather that's rolling in tomorrow. It's supposed to be the last nice day, and then it's supposed to rain on Thursday. And then it's supposed to get pretty cool after that. So bean running weather is kind of coming to an end, so we need to get them finished up here pretty quick. All right, well, I've been kind of a bad YouTuber today, but not been the greatest day overall. I tried to start cutting at 11 or like 11:30 or something, and then I got going and my sample was just not very good, so I had to put my one more concave cover in, so I got 3 in, and then I got going again, and my draper belt started stopping and wasn't working, so I had to clean that out and work on that. That took like 2 hours getting that back going, after messing around with it and going and coming back to the truck because it quit working again. So finally, I think everything's going like with that okay. Still can't get a sample. I mean, you can't get the beans out of the pods. You can't see. You don't want to see. But we're closing in on finishing this 70-acre field, and then that just leaves us with 30 out here to finish up for these double crops. So hopefully I can finish this and finish that tonight. The wind is blowing like 20 or 25 mile an hour because it's blowing in this storm. I don't know if it's really a storm, but just some rain. It's blowing that in, so hopefully we can keep that wind going, and that'll help us get done. It won't get tough. So we'll keep going here and hopefully get done. All right, I just wanted to show you what's going on with this head. So we got moved out here to the front field, and I'm going around it and working, and this is underneath the draper belt. It's full of crap, and there's a roller here. This is the outside of the head, and then there's a roller on the inside, but this one keeps getting plugged up. I hope the inside one's not plugged up, but we're gonna try to unplug this again and try to get back going. We got like 20 acres left here. All right, we're still in this field. It's like 11:30. The wind is still blowing. I'm on the last pass. This has been one of the most miserable things I've ever done. I don't even know what to say. This wheat stubble is just what's causing our issues. The belt has came off again. It gets dirt jammed in it and wheat stubble, and and then it stops, and then it doesn't want to work, and then you have to clean it out and pry it back in, and then hope it works. And then this stuff wants to keep bunching up and then coming in the feeder house, and it's just hard on everything. So this is it right here. This is the rest of the double crops. And then this blob of stuff that this is where it all went down. Okay, that's it. And I still can't get a sample out of here, but it's done and over now. It didn't make too bad, but I don't know, I'm just glad to be done. And now on the corn. Dad's in the last 100-acre field of beans. I mean, he's already quit for tonight, but his combine's there and he's ran some, so that's all we got left for beans. It is November 8th or something. I don't know, it's getting ready to be November 9th because it's 11:30. I'm ready to go home. I'm gonna go put this in the shed. We're gonna move back, and I'm going home, going to bed. Probably gonna have nightmares about this now. But anyways, not gonna do this again. Something's gonna change. All right, we've made it back to the shed, and I'm done for the day. It's 12:15, and yeah, so we'll see what the weather does tonight, and if it don't do a significant amount of rain, then we'll be on corn tomorrow. So hopefully it doesn't rain at all, and Dad can get done with beans, so that would be good too. So we're gonna be moving south to run corn, so see you guys tomorrow. All right, we're getting some trucks unloaded this morning. We got a few trucks here to unload yet. We got this one, and then the blue truck, which was mine last night, and then Dad's yellow truck is loaded, so we got to unload those three, and then we're gonna head down to the field. Dad's gonna try to get those beans done, and then we're actually just gonna switch his combine over to corn, and he's gonna run corn. So because the field's right next to where his combine's at, so my combine's in the shed up here, so we might as well just leave it for now. He hasn't ran corn in like 3 or 4 years, so it'll be interesting. But anyways, we're gonna get these unloaded and head down to the field. All right, came down here, there was a load on a cart, and Dad's already got a bin full, so he's working on this field. Got this truck full, so he's gonna go back and cut some more. All right, I just unloaded on the go in the grain cart for the first time in a while. I'm a little bit rusty. I don't know if I've ever unloaded on the go at this big grain cart. I sure do use it a lot on the other side, from that side of the equation. But anyways, you're looking at the last few passes of beans. These here, there's some right here, and then I think there's some more over that way he's got to get, and then that'll be it for the 2023 soybeans. So it's a good thing to have done, and we'll just have our corn left to go, and we're gonna put the corn head on Dad's combine and go combine that corn right over there. All right, well, never mind. He's already done this little corner here, so that's the last passes right there. There it is, last pass. All right, we're in corn. 9870's in corn for the first time in like 4 years probably, because I ran corn with the other 9870 2 years ago, and then the 780 last year, and then the 780 so far this year. So that one hasn't been on corn in a while. Dad probably hasn't ran corn in that same amount of time. So, and I probably haven't ran the grain cart in that amount of time. So the tables have turned here. Interesting day. But looks like his corn's pretty good here. I don't know what the moisture is yet, but I was just letting him get this field opened up a little bit. I never realized this, but there's so many good filming opportunities in the grain cart. Combine just kind of gets old. Just kind of back and forth, same view. At least you get something different in the grain cart. As soon as I start to...
I'm not turning around, because we're going to have to go the other way, because that's the last inroad here.
Every time I try, I pull my camera out, every time the radio comes on. I was gonna say, I've got this little 8130. Oh, this is sketchy. I don't like this. This is not good. Oh. The little 8130 has 55,000 pounds behind it. This is not usually the kind of loads we put behind this tractor. The front end is so light. This is fun. But anyways, I got a truckload, so we're gonna load the truck. I'm running this little grain cart right now, but Krista's in the big one, and I'll probably hop in a truck here in a minute. All right, guys, it's been another day. I've ran the grain cart a little bit and basically drove trucks all afternoon, so hasn't been much filming content, but we'll be back at it tomorrow. We gonna finish up this 100-acre field tonight, so he's just getting ready to finish up here in a few minutes. So the same one we opened up last night, so we're gonna finish that and then we'll get moved in the morning. I think we're gonna go to about an 80-acre field. It's a little bit wet, so we're gonna try to get it out. I think the corn's a little bit wetter too, but we'll see how it goes and see what we need to do from there. So I will see you guys in the morning. Got the fleet moving this morning. All right, he's working on this field here. He's just about done with it. I got about 80 acres total between these two fields, so probably 60 something on the other side. So he's got it all opened up, so they're running. And I've been driving truck and running around. Had to get the Salford going. They're working on cover crop down here with that. So everything's running pretty smooth today. That's gonna wrap up this week's video. So I hope Krista and Cody got you some good footage. I didn't really get much the past couple days because just been busy running around. So anyways, I hope they got you something. Anyways, thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe, and I'll see you next week.